Hello and welcome to Digging the Coast 365. We're at the Jurassic Coast at the moment. Well, not at this very moment, but that's the general area I'm in. And I don't believe digging is allowed because there's so many fossils there. So today I was going to go fossil hunting, but the tide is in and it goes right up to the cliff, so I can't get onto the beach anyway. So I looked on my map, and there's plenty of places I can take you of interest in the area. So I thought we'd start with something about, I don't know, not very old, maybe 5,000 years old. Oh yes, it's called the 9 Stones. Let's go take a look. So here we are, stood in the middle of a circle of 9 stones. Now, that could be the end of this little trip to the 9 stones, because there's really not much here apart from 9 stones. Thought to be 4,000 years old, I've just read. It's a shame that it's right next to the main road. You can't park here. I've had to go for quite a long walk to get here from a car park, a Little Chef car park. What can I tell you about it, really? Well, one thing of interest is 2 of the stones are much bigger than all the rest, which apparently is quite consistent with these Neolithic, Stone Age, early Bronze Age type people. They have 2 big stones and nobody knows why. They don't know if it was used for religious ceremonies, they don't know if it was to do with the devil. Nobody knows. As I say, there's 9 stones. Well, that's what, is that one of them? If it is, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, so that's counted as one, that little pebble. And someone who did early archaeology research on the place suggested there was a 10th stone, but it's never been found. There is a gap down there where it looks like there could have been another one. But it's not there now, maybe somebody stole it, who knows. Back in the olden days, and when I say olden days, I just mean like Grandad's time, people used to come past here and tip the hat when they went past it. There's like a local thing which they did, I don't know, to give them luck or to not give them bad luck. And there's been talk of UFOs in the area. And in 1985, there was a breakdown truck coming past here with a car, and just as it got to this spot on the road, all its power went, and it just came to a standstill. And that was a breakdown truck, and it could never be explained why. So there's a lot of weird, ghosty, happening, strangey, UFO-y things associated with it. Whether any of it's true or not, you decide. There's actually 9 sets of stone circles in this area, all within 5 miles of the coastline. So I don't know, something kicked off here 4,000 years ago, and I want to know what it is. If anybody really knows the answer, please do tell me. Don't just guess, I want the truth. "4,000 years old. Get in." There's also a legend attached to this, that it was basically children who were playing a game which was popular once upon a time called 5 Stones. Okay, there's 9 stones here. This was 9 children playing a game called 5 Stones on a Sunday. Now, you're not allowed to play it on a Sunday, so legend has it that all the little girls got turned into stone, and these are little girls. What a load of rubbish! Have you ever heard such rubbish in your life? Don't some people come out with some right bull? What a load of trash! Little girls turned into stone, I ask you. And as with Stonehenge, where I took you before, I didn't tell you this when I were at Stonehenge because it was rubbish, it was just a big pile of stones. They do suggest that stones in circles are something to do with death, okay? Like burial sites, death, I don't know. ones which are made out of wood, because like you've got a stone henge and there's actually a wood henge, and you get wooden, or you used to get wooden, you know, like big timbers that put in the ground in circles as well, which they related to, I think it was sacrifice, or was it life? I don't know. So that's your circles for you. I'll have to admit, I'm a bit disappointed. It's just 9 rocks. If it had been 10 or 11 rocks, I don't know, it might have heightened my interest. But 9 rocks. I've come a long way to see this, believe it or not. You know, it were half an hour's drive to see 9 rocks. Never mind, I'll take you somewhere else. I'm sure I can find something else a bit more interesting for you today. Whilst I'm walking through this field on this lovely Sunday morning, I might as well take this opportunity to bring you up to date with how much money we've raised for Rays of Sunshine. Bing! 17,300, I think. Absolutely amazing. Yet another dream come true. Give yourselves a round of applause if you donated. Very well done. This is how much money we've raised in the last 24 hours. Bing! 600 and something pounds. It's incredible. I don't know what happened. There was just like a 3-hour thing happened overnight whilst I was asleep. I woke up, checked my messages, and there were about 3, 4, 5 donations of like $100. So anyway, all of you who've donated, massive, massive thanks. Please keep it up by going to diggingthecoast.com and donating what you can. Keep doing that, and I'll keep showing you big piles of stones and digging whenever I can. My feet are getting wet now. We had a huge storm last night, by the way. Huge storm, like 80, I think they said 80 or 90 mile an hour winds, and it just went straight through the south coast where I was, but it was all overnight. Luckily, by the time I woke up, yes, it was still very windy, but it's really calmed down now and it's actually turning into a beautiful day. But quite lucky it was overnight and not through the day. So now we are at Winterbourne Poor Lot Barrows, which is basically 44 Bronze Age burial sites. There's mounds. Now, I'm not seeing 44, I'll be honest with you. You've got maybe 2 there. I'm stood on one which I'm not sure if I'm supposed to or not. It's not very, what's the word? Tactful, I suppose, of me. But I needed to get a good view. It's only mounds. Yes, there's probably some geezer under there, but he won't mind, he won't mind. And there's about 3 or 4 over there, and I can see some in the distance over there. But there's 44 of them, Bronze Age burial mounds. And the date from between 3,750 years old to 3,400. Sorry, let me start that again because I'm stupid. 307. Oh, come on, Dan, you can spit this one out. 3,750 years BC. That's as old as they get. And they're all different shapes and sizes. I just got attacked by dogs on my way in here. It's a really hard place to get to. I've parked my car across the road. It's a very busy main road. And then you have to walk down the road side with cars going at 60 miles an hour. And then it tells you can go through a driveway of like a farm. And the farm had tons of dogs, and there were about 5 or 6 dogs, and they all went for me. Only one of them was dangerous, and the owner was there, and she got it on a lead, and all was fine and dandy after that. You know, she apologised, I apologised, we were all so apologetic to each other. It were untrue, and now we're just in harmony with each other, you know, on a Bronze Age burial site. It's just mounds of muck at the moment. I'm looking across the road now to the field in the other side, and there's more activity there, look. Some very small ones. There must have been quite important people, you'd think, if there's only like Did I say 35 or 45 of them? You know, if not everybody got a burial like that, these must have been quite important people. If you can hear clicking, I'm sorry. It's this lens. I can't stop it clicking. It's trying to adjust its focus constantly. Well, I just don't know who to believe anymore, because I've just read on another website that the date from about 1500 BC. Make your mind up. Make your mind up. Anyway, whichever they are, there's 4 kinds of barrow here, and I didn't know this. You've got 4 different kinds. The ones which are like grouped together, I can't see any at the moment. Like the ones on the top of the hill over there, and maybe this one. Or is that a long one? I don't know. But when they're grouped together, they think it might be because the family, you know, the relatives of each other. You have long barrows, which I think this one might be. And then you have that kind of barrow, and then there's a bell barrow and a pond barrow. There's lots of different kinds of barrows. Well, they've got all 4 kinds here. There is a pond barrow, which is like a little ditch with a pond in it. A few of these have been excavated, but very few of them. There's still things in here. There'll be tons, I'm sure, there'll be tons of gold and things still underneath them. But they haven't excavated them, haven't the archaeologists? Which I'm actually very happy about. I don't like graves being disturbed. I don't think there's any need for it, really. But it would be amazing to see what is under the ground there. What I would like to see in the future, when they've got the technology, is to take like infrared pictures which are so good that you can actually see the shape and exactly what's inside, you know, even small things. They're very close to that technology now, I'm sure. But I'm not talking about give you a rough idea like they can now. I mean, tell you exactly what it is. You know, like when you go through a scanner at an airport, they'll have something like that very soon, which can get to great depth. And I fully understand that my voice will be getting on your nipples today in this video. It's just one of them videos where I've just got to keep talking, you know, rather than showing. I can't just show something and stay silent. I've got to keep talking, and I'm pretty good at that on video. Quite quiet in real life, really. So I've got a few things to say. Firstly, massive well done to Children in Need, who raised £46 million for Children in Need. That might have been a big reason why the donations, you know, slowed right down the other day, which I didn't know Children in Need was on. So I can relate to that. And yeah, the record amount ever raised for Children in Need. So when I posted last night's video, I was looking at the analytics of it, seeing how it was going on, and in the first 3 minutes, how many was it? In 3 minutes, people from 19 countries had watched the video, which really made me think, I am still being watched, you know. Sometimes I see my views going down a little bit and I get a bit panicky, thinking, is this the end of Deep Digger Dan? But no, 19 countries in 3 minutes. It was amazing. And I am getting more views at the moment. My views are going up, creeping up slowly. And it must be because more people are commenting, liking and sharing. So please guys, pause the video, click like now. Thank you very much. Now, share the video on your YouTube, on your Instagram, can you do it on there? On your Twitter, any vlogs, anything, just get the word out there. I'm guessing this is a pond barrow. Now, I'm not sure what a pond barrow is, but it's the only one which is dipping down, so I'm guessing this was full of water. I don't know if they just dropped people in the water to bury them, or buried them and then filled it with water. I don't know how they worked. But I'm guessing that is a pond barrow. Thousands of years old. I can't say I'm impressed yet. We still need more than this, you know, hills and stones, grass and stones and mud. Let me just try and find one more place which is a little bit more interesting. So now I brought you to Abbotsbury Abbey. I think I've got that right. And to be honest with you, it's rubbish, but there's some beautiful donkeys. Hello, donkeys. Oh, hello. That must be Mummy, and got little babies at the back there. How beautiful. But anyway, yeah, I did come to tell you about an abbey, but there's no here, it's gone. It was built in about 1044, around the time of King Canute. You remember we were talking about him with Des a few weeks ago. And it was here. It's not anymore. Same geezer who did it everywhere. King Henry VIII got his hands on it and destroyed it like he destroyed every other abbey. There's nothing here. This is what the abbey did look like. And it had the largest thatched barn in the world. But I can't even see on that picture where the barn is. Is that the barn? Is that the barn? That all looks like the abbey. That can't be the barn because it's like a courtyard. I can't see where the barn is, and it's certainly not there today. It's a beautiful little village, I'll give it that much. But that's about it, you know. Come to these places expecting to see something exciting, and there's nothing but stones, hills, and more stones. Bit of a disappointing day, really. Nice little church with a churchyard behind. Very picturesque around here. So that was 3 historic places for you. Not impressed by any of them, I have to be honest. Yeah, you know, you're talking thousands of years old history. It is interesting. But when they don't know anything about the place, it's just all guesswork. And to me, it is literally just a pile of rocks and a pile of hills and a pile of rubble. You know, they need to tell you more than that. So, not to worry, you know, we did something. Tomorrow I'm hoping to get out fossil hunting, I think it'll be. So there's some good news and some bad news. Which would you like first? Okay, let's do the good news. The good news is I've got to where I'm staying tonight. I've got here. The bad news is my car is... It only just got here. I was trying to get up hills and it was struggling. It's run out of everything. It's no power. I think the wheel bearings have gone. I think there's a hole in the exhaust. I don't know if it even takes oil, let alone if there's any oil left in it. I'm rubbish with cars. I'm really rubbish with them. So, I've got here anyway. Tomorrow, I don't trust it to get me back. It's only about 2-3 miles to the coast, but I have to sort this out because it's not going to fix itself, is it? I have to get this thing to a garage, and I doubt they're going to be able to fix it tomorrow. Maybe the day, I don't know. I might be here for 2 days without being able to get out to give you a video. We'll have to wait and see what the garage people say. But I need to ring them first thing in the morning. It's Sunday, you see. I couldn't get in touch with them this afternoon, this evening, so... we'll just see what happens. So you're going to have to bear with me. You might not get another video for a day or two. I'm really sorry. But fingers crossed, it's going to be cheap, it's going to be quick, and I can get back on the road in no time at all. If it's a big job and it's expensive and it's going to take a long time, it might be a few days, so we'll wait and see. Keep us fingers crossed, and in the meantime, keep donating, and I'll be back as soon as I possibly can. Take care. On Digging the Course 365. And don't forget, people, click like, click share, comment, and donate. That's all you have to do.